Let's watch a really special attack here from WarPig. He's going to go with a quad Quake GOVAHO. A lot of our guys have been looking at this as an opportunity. So first off, what makes this base great for that is there's really not a lot of space in this base. Everything seems to be very tightly packed. A lot of buildings side by side, kind of a pseudo hog ring, almost a ring base. And so anytime you get something like that where you've got particularly defenses side by side, that's going to make it tough to hog because that's a lot of DPS coming in on them, but it makes it great for Valks because the Valks want to get in between those buildings and do maximum amount of damage. You're going to see them one-shot a lot of these buildings. And so first thing, when you got that quad Quake, where can I lay it that I can open up the most compartments and wreak the most damage right off the bat? And where that's going to be is up here in the top right. And then, we're going to look at what he does, particularly with this queen walk. We see that he's got 4 healers there, so we know he's probably going to do a queen walk. And how does that work and play in? So first thing that's going to come down here is this quad Quake up in the top right, pretty much centered on that archer tower there. And that's going to open up definitely that central compartment, but also all of those top right compartments. Really kind of about 2/3 of the base is now open. Sends in 1 hog for the CC lure, and so watch on the back end, not very many hogs left for the Ho part of the GOVAHO. Queen starts way out and pulls the lure before the queen is ever dropped. Does that to make sure that the queen is not being engaged by a bunch of point defenses as the CC comes out. Rages the healers. Keep in mind that's always to rage the healers. Raging that queen is just a side benefit. You can catch her also in that. You want to rage those healers so that they can do the maximum amount possible. Gets the single golem down and the lure. One thing up there on the top, because the golem didn't go to the archer towers and went instead to that sweeper, that allowed that top side wizard to die. And you're a little bit concerned that the Valks might go up to where those 2 buildings are side by side. But they go in, Valks are good, really wrecking this base already from the start, and get some spells down on them. Important to kind of look at where their limit of advance is going to be for how long. And then now we get the hogs in on the back side because you see that all of those defenses that are beyond the reach of the Valks, they're already starting to target those Valks. And so you get those hogs coming in on that ring, and nothing's targeting those hogs. They're able to wreak a whole lot of damage. On the bottom side, we've still got this queen down here, also tanking defenses and really already starting to work on cleanup. Get some minions out there in the trash ring. Again, starting that cleanup early. One of the considerations of this type of attack is it can take a while to develop because unlike hogs that jump over walls, your Valks will have a tendency to beat their way through the walls. But now we've already got hogs up and affecting cleanup. You got those minions out there, and now the Valks, they break their way out. Note that he hits the king's ability. Hadn't had a reason to use it up to now, but pops the king's ability to get the extra barbarians for the cleanup and the queen as well. Really not so much about getting the extra firepower as it is about getting those extra cleanup troops. So just a really, really dominant 3-star attack by WarPig there on their number 1. And what really, that base is set up perfect for that type of attack.